So I'm going to go through the process of setting up a replicate for the seed germination experiment. And I've chosen some black beans. I've never worked with these before, so I'm kind of excited about that. But remember that there were some guidelines to follow. Each bag represents a replicate. You're not growing your plants in soil. And as the images showed, you use a paper towel. You got to test how much water fits for your control. Everybody's using water in each bag. There's a minimum, according to the guidelines, of five bags or 5 replicates for each of your 2 groups. One is your control, the other is your experimental. And if you are testing a chemical, you have pre-mixed it so that you have a separate container with that. So I've chosen 5 replicate bags. I've already done some already, so I'm going to do a second control right now. I've done 1 control, 1 experimental replicate, and I've chosen 10 seeds, but remember you can have between 10 and 20 in each replicate. So I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and I'm going to put them in the paper towel, on top of the paper towel. You want to be careful because the bags I have do have writing on them, so you want to have, it's like a white printing on it. And if I had faced that upwards, it would be harder for me to see the seeds through the bag. So I faced that down. You can see I have another bag here as an example that has that, right? So we don't want to have this face up and have the bags under that, because then you won't be able to see. You're going to be seeing if the seeds germinate right through the bag. You're going to be counting them after the first 24 hours, then the second 24 hours, which is total 48 hours, and then the third day, 72 hours, how many have germinated in each bag. Let me double check here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I do. And so what you want to do is try to spread them out as much as possible, as evenly as possible on there. And again, you've already pre-tested about how much water it would take to fully saturate. So this is a little bit easier with larger seeds, although larger seeds may take longer to germinate. With larger seeds, I might be able to push them around right through the bag the way I'm doing right now. And so since this is going to be my second control, I'm going to label it with Sharpie C2. And however many replicates you chose, it's got to be the same for each group. If it's your experimental, if this was my second experimental bag, then I might have chosen, then I would be labeling it E2. Now I pre-tested and I found that my paper towels hold well about 15 milliliters. So I'm putting 10 using this oral syringe, plus 5 more. The amount of water you put should be consistent. And again, if you're choosing a chemical, then the volume that you put would be the same as the volume you put for the water. And then when you seal it, don't push the air out. You want to trap some air in there because germinating seeds require oxygen. They're not doing photosynthesis yet. They're using the endosperm, which is the food for the plant embryo, as we learned in our plant unit, and we covered reproduction in angiosperms. That they have this endosperm in there. So this is 1 replicate. I'm going to do the minimum of 5 replicates myself, so I'll have C1 through C5 just like this, and E1 through E5 with the factor that I'm testing.